Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Brown with homeschoolclick.com, and I want to give you a quick tutorial of the IEW app. The app does work on Android and Apple phones, so in the top right hand corner is what the IEW app will look like. Now, I just have the free one, but they do have an expanded app so you can see more and have more resources. At the bottom here, it says that the expanded app has structural models and word list and thematic thesaurus included in it. It's not included here in the free app, but there's so much in this free app. First, let's take a look at the structural models. If you are an IEW student, this will absolutely come in handy. It will make more sense to you than if you are not an IEW student. But I love that they have all of the units and they tell you what the student is learning to plan in each unit. So if you were to just click on a unit, it also gives your student, you and your student, a visual of what the keyword outline would look like. So again, if you are new to IEW, units just mean this is how a student plans before they write, and IEW provides students with a keyword outline, and these units show the student what the keyword outline looks like for their plan before they write. Now, in Unit 3 is the story sequence model. This is when a student is writing, retelling a narrative story, and so they give you a view of what that looks like. And again, I won't go through all of these. In Unit 9, when you're doing critiques, you see an entire keyword outline visual for your students. So I love that. Now, the next thing I love about the IEW app is the dress ups. Now, even if you are not an IEW student, this is useful. Dress ups are basically how IEW teaches students to add descriptive language. So there are 6 dress ups. They're broken down into 6 parts. It says adverbial clause here at the bottom, but at the beginning of introducing these, they'll be broken into a WW Asia clause and a because clause. So don't let that confuse you. They have examples of the ly adverb dress up as well as a list. And the nice thing I like about this list is that it kind of categorizes those LYs for your student. So does the student really mean importance or assurance, or do they need LYs that relate to frequency or sequence or emotion? Or here just some main ones if they just want some main ly adverbs. So I really like that. I also like that they have the imposters, so they know that these are words that have ly, but they really are not adverbs. They're actually adjectives. And then another thing I like that IEW has here is it tells your student, or if you are a student, it tells you that if you drop the ly from the words on the adverb list, you actually turn them into quality adjectives. So this ly list is super helpful and has a dual use. IEW has something called a who-which clause. It gives your student an example of a who-which clause, a description of a who-which clause, and some comma rules here at the bottom. Very, very nice. We also have strong verbs. If you're new to IEW over time begins to ban certain words that students are not allowed to use. So, for example, instead of using see or saw, think, thought, go, went, like, eat, or make, your student can simply click here and they can replace their banned word, see or saw, with one of these stronger verbs. So I'll let you, of course, explore. This is a free app, so it costs you nothing. A quality adjective, we talked about that already, but again, they explain what a quality adjective is and they lead your student back to the ly adverb list where they can just drop the ly and then use that word as an adjective. And then last but not least, they explain what an adverbial clause is so that your student understands what that is. It gives them an example or lots of examples. So I love, love, love that this is at your student's fingertips. And if you're a parent listening to this, it's at your fingertips as a parent. Now, I won't go through all of this. IEW has decorations. These are basically literary devices. Even if you are not an IEW student, you'll need to know how to add alliteration, similes, metaphors. Let's just take a quick look. They give you a description and an example. Similes and metaphors, again, a description and an example. and then some questions, ways that you can add drama or interest to your writing, and an example of a question that you could add. And then last but not least, I love that they have the triple extensions. This is for, ways that your student can add an advanced form of the dress ups. So you can go through this. For example, we'll just go to LYs. They give you an example of what a triple extension is for an LY, and they give you an example and a description. And then again, repeating verbs. That's another way that you can add more emphasis to your writing using a triple extension repeating verb. So again, even if your student isn't adding all of this to their writing yet, they can certainly just take a look at it and get an idea of what that looks like. And then again, teeter-totters is another thing I like that IEW adds. This is an advanced skill, but again, it describes what an adverbial teeter-totter is. That's like a tongue twister. And then it shows your student an example, or it shows you if you're a parent and you kind of need to see what an example is. All right, that's a quick walkthrough of the IEW free app. This is just the free app. So again, this costs you nothing but time to just download it and put it on your phone or your tablet, and you can have your student have access to this app. All right, I hope this was helpful. Take good care.